schedule of every other week starting this week. Oh god, I have to fucking mute your stream, otherwise I'm gonna kill myself. Jeez, oh, hey, there we go. All right, that's better. Let's see, recap. Last time, the party finished making their way to the oh god, what do they even call this fucking city? Oh my god, I don't even remember. It's been so long.
I don't know, Kinathis, what do they call this fucking city?
Oh yeah, this place is called August Hold, and it is the capital city and the throne of the Queen of Demons, the current ruler of the, well, most of the world. They were being led by Kaelirra, who was trying to get some answers out of her mother about what has happened, because what happened to this world? Holy shit, everything's different. There's volcanoes in places there shouldn't be, and the old empires have been toppled over and more or less enslaved almost.
Yeah, shit's generally of the wackitude variety.
So they went in and they tried to get in, just walk up to the gates of the palace and demand entry. They were met by a disbelieving and somewhat of an asshole-ish guard. But when the party finally just got him to send word up that someone claiming to be the queen's daughter is here. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, this can't possibly be real. This has to be some kind of fucking joke. I'm probably going to watch these people be turned into a greasy smear on the ground soon. But to his surprise, they were let up. And the party was led through the palace to the throne room, where there was a reunion between Kaelirra and her mother, who from the queen's point of view, hasn't seen her daughter in over a century, believing her dead for many years.
Thankfully not.
There was some talking, and the party was given a reward for safely returning her daughter to her. And there was to be a feast held in honor of the in your honor.
Hell yeah, I do like feasts.
And you were told that you can return to your to the guest rooms that have been prepared, and your servants have already been ushered to them so they can be at your beck and call.
Yep. Of course, most excellent.
The queen will address Kaelirra and tell her that she very much looks forward to seeing her again tonight.
Yay.
And you, Mother?
Good deeds were done this day.
Okay. And I will bring you all to a different map that I put up. So oh no, I better actually do that first. Otherwise, things, well, not really, but meh. Okay.
Another day, another dollar, my great insect drinker
Wow.
Another day, another dollar, my great insect
They're very, very excited about whatever the fuck is going on over there.
They're quoting Rick and Morty. That's
oh,
what they're
yeah,
doing.
of course.
So, all right, so you should be on a new map. All right. Oh, that's why. There we go. Yeah, as you enter, and the elves will look up and will watch you as you come in. Molly
Hey
will
there.
get up and will come over. What happened? Are you all look okay? Did it? I take it that it went okay to go see the queen.
Yeah, super cool. She was a nice lady.
That's
Very impressive lady.
Hmm.
Mentioned a few times. That said, you know, the whole subjugation war thing seems like it might be a bit of a political mire. I don't know.
Oh. Probably doesn't really care at all.
Then I'll
From
make
what
her
we've seen.
eventually. Well,
Hmm.
no, we have
I
other
don't
things
know.
to do.
Yeah. We certainly have things to locate as well.
Yes, we do. We should try to find what we have to find. Hmm. If we grab it up here, then we won't have to grab. Well, no, we probably still. But two of them would be much better than one.
You want to try and double dip by time proxy?
It is a bit distasteful to abuse the artifacts like that.
I mean, that sounds like the kind of thing that might really piss off a god. Like, we're already breaking hella loads of rules. I feel like taking two is a step a bit too far. That's the kind of thing that, like, divine justice and all that kind of stuff happen for.
You know, you should just take this one. Leave the one from how things are supposed to go alone.
Yeah, that seems about right. Not we get one here and then we don't break the natural timeline, I guess.
If the whole purpose was to take dangerous magical artifacts and lock them up so that they can't be misused, however, don't we need both?
Well, there's where you enter the question of then can you just keep on going further and further back and taking more? Technically you could, and we really shouldn't, because that starts breaking, like, universe laws as opposed to, like, what we do.
Cheating, essentially.
Yeah. Nobody likes a cheater.
The staff allows us to, I guess, tweak the universe's nose a little bit, but I would hesitate to spit directly into its face.
Agreed.
I question the purpose of containing this magical artifact, then, if it will still exist.
It'll always still exist, sadly. That's sort of the way of things.
Then what is the purpose of containing it?
Valid question, I guess. I suppose having one makes everyone safe from one, because it's still the same object of power. It's kind of complicated.
Under the right hands, the object can be used to do just about anything.
And under the wrong.
Under the wrong hands, it could be used to do almost anything.
This has my head.
Which, again,
It's
if there are going to
it
be
is
multiples
potential.
of this thing running around.
Well, hopefully not. Because
Well,
hopefully when we're done
if
here,
we-
then we'll just belong to the timeline where it's gone.
If we set things on their proper course, this, and she gestures with her arms wide, won't happen. Won't be here. Save for what we pull out of it. And Holly looks at the two other elves.
Ugh.
So, will the Heart of Magic still be gone in the normal timeline then?
Hmm. I don't know.
Only one way to find out, I guess.
I don't make a habit of doing this. But it
Yeah.
was an opportunity I could not pass over.
Well, so, I mean, how do you guys feel about killing the Hydra Goose? You guys didn't hear about it. They have a gigantic Hydra Goose.
Oh yeah, we should totally go fight that.
Why?
Because it's a giant Hydra Goose terrorizing the lands, and
It's
it sounds
awesome.
like a
What-
pretty cool kill.
What purpose would there be to slay this thing?
It'll be awesome.
It is not in our way.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but it would be awesome.
A Hydra Goose? What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
yeah.
Is that a
apparently
thing?
great. Yeah, apparently.
How horrifying! I hear
I
those.
know.
I mean, I heard those things. Those animals can be quite mean and bite people. But
Yeah, now imagine
Now
a
you
Titanic
have-
one.
A monstrous size, larger than equivalent to half this room at least, sized Hydra Goose flying and terrorizing and killing. Somebody had been dabbling with mutagenics.
how terrifying!
But also supremely cool. I mean, the guy who did it was a complete super turbo dickhole. He's the one who also apparently made the badger swarm we had to deal with. But
Shouldn't we
I mean,
deal with
he's got
that
a
guy
flair for the
instead?
madness. I think he's dead.
Oh,
From the sound of it, he was the
Probably
same
by badger.
one that was spoken of in the original place in time.
But, you know, not responsible for
Original?
the dire badger swarm and the hydra goose. Instead, it was
Who?
responsible for cuties.
The
Cuties.
alchemist that, yes, the alchemist that was apparently responsible for a lot of chimeric races.
oh, right. It was some dwarf, right?
Correct.
Yes.
And in this timeline, he kind of hecked around with creatures without instead making adorable monster cows. Obviously, he dropped the
Oh.
ball there, but I would like to fight a giant hydra goose.
He
Hmm.
had probably a different priority.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine so.
So in the other time, he created races of monsterkin,
Mhm.
and in this time, he made tremendous, just giant, horrible monsters.
Yeah, looks like his being a closet furry got put on the back burner in this timeline.
Huh.
No, because before in the other one, they needed soldiers. In
Hmm.
this one,
They
they
needed
needed
monsters?
weapons.
Fair enough. Oh well, apparently there's going to be a feast. Should be interesting.
Oh, a feast, huh?
Yeah, unless it turns
Huh.
out to be that kind of feast where we're the menu, but that hasn't seemed to be what's going to happen yet.
Well, I doubt we'll be invited to it.
Well, I mean, sneak you lots of dinner instead.
That would be nice, I guess. Maybe they'll just maybe you guys can get them to send something our way.
Sure. we can
Hey,
ask.
I'll be right back. I gotta go for a minute.
Yep, no worries. All right. Well, Kina's gone. We need a plot.
Well,
It's time to fight the Hydra Goose.
How about tracking down where the fuck this artifact is?
Maybe it's up the
Yeah.
Hydra Goose's butthole, though.
Oh, it could be
We'll
in his
never
lair.
know.
Maybe he's guarding a giant. That would
Maybe
be
it's
where you
in
would hide
your
evil
butthole.
magic.
There's equal
Well,
evidence
you
to
should
support both.
Put your hand
check
up there
then.
and find out.
Let's find out.
I'll put my sword up there and find out.
Oh, that's a lot less fun.
Oh wait, my hand and my sword are the same thing.
I was gonna say, yeah. Wait a second. You use your hands as weapons.
Yeah.
Still want my hand to go up there?
You just start
If
wiggling,
it's
but
not
like the
sharp.
hell tentacle.
That is
Look out,
incredible.
those are genitals. Oh goodness. Yeah, so after we're done feasting, we'll have to find Salad Fruit's last hidey hole domain and kill whatever hellish magical monsters are left guarding it. Grab thing, peace out, fix this, maybe grab it again, and then leave. So I seriously am looking forward to just spending like a few days at least in bed just drunk.
I could get behind that. Alternatively, get behind you getting into that. Well,
Or vice versa and swappies, whatever. Shrug, shrug, shrug. Tail wag, tail wag. But yeah, I guess I will get changed in banquet appropriate attire, which means getting out of armor and putting on... What the fuck am I even carrying? I'm sure I had nice clothes in here somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if I don't, then I know someone who can get me the hookup.
no, no. No, I just found something.
Yeah?
I spell. It's called What Grows Within.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, down to that. Need to adjust all my numbers. Oh, I'm down to 20 truffle cakes. I used up all my honey.
Seeded infestation.
Probably like 5 gallons of ale. And 4 servings of cave. I still love that I have 10 bear traps in my inventory. You never know when you might need 10 bear traps. Let's have a look here. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I should not forget that I've got those poisons if I ever need to. Like, I'll just stick Black Lotus extract on my once per day fucking slaying arrow and just murder fuck that geese out of the sky. And yes, I refer to him as that geese in the plural on purpose because of his many heads.
but only one body.
Yeah, but haven't you seen hydras like the heads will fight with each other?
Ooh, that sounds like fun. God damn it.
Have you got an overlay thing for your streams bits? I should figure that out. I should really get around to that.
Yeah, but it's not working.
I can see a bit spinning around on
Yeah,
your stream, like a
it's-
huge. I think you need to probably scale that down a
That's
skosh.
the thing,
but
it's supposed to be showing like a picture and some text that I set up, but it's just not doing
I
it.
saw that earlier on. It's not doing it anymore, though.
Yeah, like if I hit the test button here, let me
See on delay.
boop. It'll show Shade, her amazing bikini.
Oh yeah, the storm bikini.
But if an actual person like does actual bit throwing, it's just like herp derp. I'm confused.
Hmm.
I don't understand.
I don't
why.
even know what that. I don't even know what these bit things are.
It's,
They are a Twitch currency.
yes.
You
Oh,
can use to just throw money at a streamer, like cramming singles down their panties.
oh,
It's 1 bit as a cent.
huh.
Weird.
So you would have to throw hundreds of bits around for it to actually mean anything at all.
True, but it doesn't get like cut by Twitch, and also I think you can earn them just by looking at ads on some things as well. So you can sort of just essentially generate free money to throw at streamers if you watch ads and other things.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Well, I'm back now.
Yep.
I hope that will be the last time I have to do that.
Yep, of course.
I've been having that all day, so I just decided to take some medication as well. Maybe
Fair
that'll put an end to that.
Oh, here's hoping. But
I
yeah.
hope I don't have to double down on that like I did earlier. Anyway,
Doubling down.
so
Speaking of doubling down, Mama needs more caffeine.
So, do you all want to go hunting for some nigh mythical super monster?
I mean, if we have time.
Well, one could think of
importantly,
this. One could think of this place as a free go.
What, no take backs?
No consequences place from a certain perspective.
It's a shame I'm a nice person and no consequences environment within which to fuck around would have been pretty appealing if I were a dick.
Death is still death.
Oh, I mean, that is always a consequence, I suppose.
Indeed, it would not be a favorable thing to do to go on a rampage.
No, I don't intend to do
Although,
any rampage.
considering several of you, I would assume you would go on a different kind of rampage.
I mean, I don't need to be in a no consequences environment for that. Well, maybe I should
True.
have been in some cases.
Just looks around like, oh,
I like fidget. I made children in this fucking plane.
Yes, you did. Rather effectively. I wonder what that is.
Oh well, it's not like I found anyone important, just the queen. Oh fuck.
Some fertility god looked favorably upon you when you were born, it seems.
Well, that would explain them just sort of points.
Although in some cases it doesn't seem, I don't think that will help you.
Well, only in some.
It's only a small amount of bitterness in that tone.
Of course. Yeah. Alright. Yes, I will ask. Has anyone got nice?
Okay, I found a good spell to kill villages with.
Villages.
Cloud kill,
Firestorm.
No,
meteor
Hungry
storm,
Darkness.
hungry darkness. I haven't heard of that one. It must be one of the newer ones.
Inner Sea Magic. It's one of the older
Oh.
ones, but
Oh,
yeah, it's
Hungering
deeper
Darkness.
Yeah, 60-foot radius, filled with unseen chewing teeth and ravenous maws. It's like
Hunger of Hedrah,
except
but with
instead of
mouths instead of
tentacles.
tentacles.
Yes,
Dope.
and
Shadowy mouths everywhere. Ooh.
60-foot radius, 120 diameter.
You just start rolling it through for around a level.
Jeez, how
Yes.
horrifying.
Also, considering that's a level 7 spell, the components are fucking cheap as shit. A bat's tooth. That's it.
Wow.
Usually
You'd
level
think
7 spells are like a dragon's penis sheath.
You'd think it would be a little bit more exotic than a tooth of a bat.
Yeah, I know,
It's
right?
Huh.
just a material component that's meant to be like representative.
Yeah, well, I
Unless it
wish the
has,
material
like,
components of other shit weren't fucking thousands of gold.
Those are
And then you
balancing
have-
factors. A material component is just like flavorful and like have a material pouch on you. Like it's not
Yeah.
meant to be like you have to have this rare magical thing.
True. I mean, true, but
yeah, I mean
but
that
even
used to be
for
the case. It's
flavor's
like,
sake.
how do you, yeah, it's like this is a spell capable of just summoning clouds of ultra murder, and it was just boink, just do.
Here's the what's the word? Here's the classical one that Savin knows about: prismatic spray.
Prismatic spray.
Prismatic
Everyone knows
sprays
about that.
is fantastic.
That's a dick spell. The spell
is.
dick.
Spell dick.
I used to have a character built around prismatic stuff.
Prismatic wizards.
Prismatic sprays, prismatic walls.
Yep. And occasionally they'll drive people insane. I cannot believe someone fucking walks into the prismatic wall. God damn it.
Ah, yeah.
We're gonna have to figure something out. That
Yeah.
character needs heal done on them because they are now permanently insane from slamming their face into a prismatic wall. Sad days. Anyway,
Stuck by one or
Yeah.
more beams. Ugh. Anyway,
does anyone have anything like a nice dress or something? Admittedly, it's probably gonna be hard to find something that fits, but turns out all I'm carrying with me is armor. And sure, it's shiny, but doesn't really feel very dinner appropriate.
Slide silently over towards Mierah and leans in closer when knitting.
Would you be willing to knit something up on the fly, Sophie? Be very appreciated.
I can adjust something I already have for you.
That'd be appreciated. And I'll just start peeling off various chunks of armor.
Okie dokie.
can you
That's
do
nice.
that in that much time?
Oh hell yeah. I've already got like 6-7 fucking dresses done.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What the hell do you think I'll be doing this literal entire time? While flying and rolling dice.
So you actually do write down when you each time, like after each day, you write down an object that you make.
Yeah. I've been doing that this entire fucking time.
Hmm.
I took from the school of Savin.
Fair enough.
Of having notes.
Yeah. I peel out of my armor, and by this point, I imagined some always like half gianted or half dragoned. It was one of the two. I think dragoned, because one of my infiltrators are just switched on. I'm probably looking very like Hushabaya Oni girl these days, just fucking massive, but also floofy and scaly, and all of them. Starting to look very starting to look very Mary Sue by this point. I'm collecting all the furry OC.
Oh no.
Don't worry though, she doesn't have a muzzle, so it's okay.
It's okay.
I mean, that's
when
what
you just
matters.
It is exactly what matters. We're fine. No muzzle yet.
The worst.
I think you mean the best.
Literally
That is what
big,
I meant, yes.
yes, big-titted, Slamazonian, Bork dragon thing. With
You're a
big old
monster.
knotty donger, a floofy tail, and
Did you
chocolate
just actually
skins.
you're actually just stripping right in the middle of the fucking guest
Oh yeah,
room.
she doesn't really give a shit, so she just starts
Jeez.
peeling out.
Molly blushes and turns away, as do the other two elves. Polly will lean back and stare appreciatively.
More like, let's see. More like that.
Right, so Mierah is getting a fancy schmancy dinner dress.
Yep. Hope you got enough material for all of this. And I'll give everyone the gun show. But yeah.
What kind of dress would be appropriate for that kind of figure? I don't even know.
Oh, I was
Something-
fucking muted. No wonder why I didn't get any goddamn answers.
Oh,
Yes.
Gosh darn it.
Gosh
Ah.
darn it.
Sophie sticks her, open up her bag, looks inside, sticks her head in, looks around, and then pulls it up. Yes, I have more than enough to cover this gun show and every gun show in this entire
Excellent.
castle.
I have plenty of gun show and gun show related accessories.
Indeed. Callie, would you prefer also a dress? I have something your size.
Is there even a saving?
I think Savin said he was going to be right back.
What?
Yeah. Oh, there
Oh, never mind.
you were asked
Oh,
the thing.
there you are.
I did not hear it at all. Sorry. I'm working on a thing. What's up?
Trying to fix your head.
He's doing working on a thing, bumping a fat cup of Colombian snow.
Of course, yeah, no, ripping a fat rail of white lightning.
No, not even a rain, an actual cup of Coke.
No, I love the phrase ripping a fat rail of white lightning from the goddamned beautiful disaster thing.
Oh yeah. That's
Benjamin Franklin's disapproving stare.
Yes.
This is pretty good.
I'm glad the
So-
portrait of Ben Franklin stayed the same on the new $100 bill. There's something about his slight, tight frown, the paternal hint of disappointment in his eyes, and those pursed, sealed lips that seem to say, I don't approve of what you're doing, but I can't stop you from rolling this banknote into a straw and ripping a fat rail of white lightning in the Buffalo Wild Wings handicapped bathroom stall. You goddamn beautiful disaster.
I love that meme so much.
It's really
So
good.
good.
It is exactly what his face is saying, though.
It really
No,
it
it
is.
kind of is.
Okay, but yes. So Sophie is asking Callie if she wants a dinner dress to wear. She has one her size.
Sure. I guess by now my mom's probably thrown out all my old things.
Okay. Sophie goes in, reaches in, up to the shoulder, and then pulls out a ghostly, a dress made of two fabrics, both seemingly made of ghostly thin material, like literally, near literal ethereally thin, but still not completely see-through.
Ooh.
Crafting number 43.
Very nice.
So yeah. The inner is, both are reflective, but counter-reflective to each other. If the light strikes from the left on the top material, it strikes from the right underneath. So you can't have a constant shimmer, like a soft shimmer to you.
So fancy.
Very exotic.
Now made me think of Ralph Wiggums from Simpsons. I made it.
Yes, you did. You did a very good job.
And then the one that she has for, what's the name again? Mierah, for Bork, is more of a mixture between a very, very subtle gold, burnished gold, woven together with a very subtle purple color in a more modernized Art Nouveau style of the Savin's modern day Tyson and Mierah. Oh, Evan. Fuck, it was the planet of Arunan world, Savin.
Iona?
Iona, yes. The modern day Iona fashion from the elves there, but taking her own spin on it.
Hmm.
So it's effectively like it's liquid amethyst and gold that she's wearing.
Now that is beautiful. I don't usually pull off dresses all too well.
41.
Yeah. Alright.
I somehow doubt that Cadia would be one to wear a dress.
We want to put her in makeup as well. That's AFK.
Yes, unfortunately, she's AFK. Very sad.
Well, I have a tuxedo-ish style clothing.
A tux for Cadia.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she would absolutely suit the tux. She would suit the suit.
Oh.
But these are nothing compared to my Nat 20 pajamas set.
That's true. I remember the Princess Kitty Cat armor set as well. Jammy Jams.
That was
Feety pajamas.
that was really nice.
Jammies.
But the thing is, this was a Nat 20, so I got a fucking 51 on it.
Oh.
So like, these are the jammies of the fucking creator. Like, these are some awesome fucking pajamas.
God's own jammy jams. Let's see. Since you're passing out dresses and stuff, Minerva will come up behind from one of the doors, and we'll look at the dresses you're handing out. Oh, well, I don't suppose you have one for me as well. Hmm?
Just turns around almost like an owl. Oh, and then just notices, oh, I can't do that so much anymore. Turns the rest of the body. Looks at the tux inside. I have a shirt. Let's see, how much time before the banquet?
Probably like 2-3 hours.
Oh yeah, that's giving me plenty of fucking time then. So like, yeah, I could redo this a bit to fit more of your style. If you're willing to wait at least an hour.
Well, if it's something as good and going to be something as nice as those two, yeah, sure, I'll wait.
Okay,
Meanwhile, Molly is looking at the dresses with a little bit of envy that she cannot go to the banquet and get such a dress.
Out of character. She can't go to the dance at the castle. Poor Cinderella.
Honestly, I was expecting. Wait, I was wrong. I don't have enough material or some other like quest super mean bad joke.
Oh.
So I was waiting for it, and I'm kind of disappointed that I thought of it first. Because
No,
now I'm just a
like,
monster.
why would you... What? Hey, I poke that she is chubby. I don't poke fun that she is massively fat. That's a big difference.
So much chub shame.
See, chub, I poke fun. If they obese as fuck, then like Twitch. Like Savin knows my history with the Master of Corpulence.
Pork lords.
Oh god. Fucking Master of Corpulence.
Master of corpulence.
Ah, truly
Yeah.
the greatest of all D&D villains.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And didn't they have a fucking daughter or something like that?
I don't. I can't imagine he would. I can't imagine that. No.
The fact is that when we gave him the money, he just put it on his stomach and it just sank into his back. Like
God, how horrifying.
Groggbog had nothing on him. Okay. But yes, so... But yeah, so Sophie will be spending her time fixing up here, making the pants, reforming them into fake skinny jeans to show off her ass and legs, and then the top, the shirt is cut a little bit short, more midriff. We show more midriff there, while the arms are a half double split up the arm, so she gets more like, you know, what's it called, old style Arabian belly dancer, you know, with a double veil on the arms there.
Mm-hmm.
And she gives her gives the shirt a little bit more of a V-neck.
That should be pretty nice. Not quite a dress, but pretty nice. Alright. And
Just
while...
mentioned that these take a little time to make by hand.
But you should have plenty of time. Speaking of which, while you're doing that, I suppose Holly will do a little reconnaissance of the castle. She'll create use a spell. She'll create a bunch of tiny little eyeballs, and will send a cloud of them scattering into the air to take a look around. Just to see if there's a chance, possibly, if our quarry possibly being here. I can't imagine a few places where it might be in this world. Could be it could be buried under some rubble in a dungeon somewhere. But there's a chance, perhaps, in this long conquest that the Queen has found it. Or perhaps it
That would
actually
be real
is
useful,
lost
yeah.
somewhere else. I will try to find it if it's here. Well, they'll look for it. And we'll see in the morning, or perhaps later tonight. Maybe I'll recall them in a few hours. It's not like searching miles and miles of forest for Taz. This is just one building, and there's about 27 of them. So, and they're fast, so they should be able to locate a great many things, given the chance. All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to do before in the intervening moments, hours?
Don't think so, no.
Okay.
All is well in the herd.
All right. Then we will fast forward a few hours to when it is about time for the dinner. Before there's a knock on the door, and there after a moment one of the demonic guards opens it and excuses themselves for entering and tells you that it is time for the banquet, and if you would be so kind as to come with me, I will lead you to the dining hall.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, it's probably likely that same little demon page boy that you've seen a couple of times now. That
with
same
the
one.
glass.
Yeah, that little guy.
By the way, did we ask anything to be done about the asshole at the door?
No
I
one has mentioned him at all.
I think I did mention him, but I didn't say for anything to happen to him.
You just said there had a little bit of trouble with a guy at the door.
Yeah. Well, it didn't seem like the right time in the heartfelt reunion to mention, by the way, could you flay one of your guards alive for me?
Jeez. Oh my. Okay.
I'm sure it's fine. Let's see what's up for Grubbins.
Before you go, however,
Uh,
Holly will stand and will, let's see. Well, actually, I really think there is only one person she would actually do this with. Mierah, would you mind for just a moment? I mean,
yes.
Milady, would you mind just a moment before you go? There's something would like to speak with you about.
Oh, it would be my pleasure.
Okay.
It's like master not cheese.
She will go around the corner with you, out of sight.
Yeah.
I'm going to play things a little dangerously, and I'm going to accompany you.
Ooh, okay.
I need to, although I would like to ask your permission. I cannot go in person, so I would like permission, if you would be so kind, to let me ride around inside of you.
Pardon?
Oh. No, you remember. With that guard.
Right. Okay.
I can do so without taking control. I can observe.
Well, I can hardly say no, really. Alright, go ahead.
She will thank you for giving her this opportunity to gain some intelligence.
Please,
And
I think
she
you're writing in
will-
my brain, then I get to gain intelligence.
She will look around, will mutter something to herself before her body kind of will disintegrate before your eyes into a cloud of light. A misty dust so fine it looks like it could fit in even the tiniest of cracks in any surface. or even perhaps pass through solid material. Then it flows like smoke towards you, and then into you. And you just feel this little field of tingles run across your skin where it touches. And then you feel, eventually, after a moment, you feel this heat settle inside of you and then spread throughout you. And then it stops.
Alrighty. I will wait for inevitable weirdness.
Nothing happens. You do not seem to feel anything.
We get it. You wait.
Alright. Wait, what was that? Sorry? Okay, boss, let's go.
Okay. All right. Well then.
Savin, you have no idea how much that pisses me off.
How much
What
what
is-
pisses who off?
What has Savin done?
Mentioned CrossFit.
Interesting.
I work as a physical instructor and power trainer.
Right.
Yeah, you have no idea how much this CrossFit bullshit pisses me off.
Hmm.
Just,
Anyway,
Alright.
Hold on before I blow a gasket.
Don't want that to happen. Alright. So you are then brought forward and you are led along halls again towards a new chamber. And I will move you all to a different location. Bump.
The butt world one is ridiculous.
I can't see.
Just like relax your body.
Relax your body, huh?
Relax your body. Just relax.
Relax your anus.
Your
Alright,
anus.
you are led along through hallways. There are a number of closed doors on your way, but you are then brought to a room, to a chamber blocked by a large or very well-made door. And the guards on either side give your group a small courtly bow before opening the doors for you and letting you inside.
Sweet.
Oops, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong tool to use there. That was the hide, not the reveal. And you are brought inside to a large dining hall. This is 2017. Excellent. So, at the head, there is a long, crafted wooden table with a dozen chairs on either side, and at the head of which sits Queen Ereshka. At your entry, she stands and gives you all a smile and beckons you forth. Please come sit.
Boing, boing.
We have dinner should be along shortly. As should be one other guest.
Oh?
Yes, there is someone else will be joining us.
Interesting. Okay. Settle into a spot.
I guess Katie will just probably sit here.
Yeah.
Closest chair available.
It's the most efficient, yeah.
Alright.
Unless,
As you-
where's boss? Because by
In
the
my
boss
head.
to,
Boss is in Mierah's deck, rather than the other way around.
She's right. She's joyriding in my brain.
As you are taking your seat, Mierah, you will hear a very faint whispering in one of your ears.
Drugs.
Flip the table.
Yeah, do drugs. Do so many drugs.
Restore the right.
1,000 years.
Oh, God damn it.
No, you hear the whispering voice of your guest in one of your ears.
Okay.
She won't speak much, just a few words. She says, fireplace above the mantle.
I will take a subtle peek.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Alright. For technicality's sake, give me a perception check just to see.
I did.
Oh, you did. I didn't. I'm walking around as I am to do
20.
20. If you make a roll, please tell me what you get because
Yeah, because you're not. That's fine. Understandable.
okay. There are a number of keepsakes hanging on the walls of this room. Some are the trophy heads of tremendous creatures, likely taken from great beasts of the war. And others are material, ornate weapons decorating the walls. But above the fireplace, there are a pair of swords mounted. One is a glittering gold, and one is a dark bluish black sword, and both are glowing with magical runes.
This is some interesting plates you got up there, milady. And I'll point up at them.
She will look back and will be quiet for a moment. Yes, that was a prize. I acquired them during the war from one who wronged me.
Ah, who did you ask to get that then?
The one I took them from the one who killed my husband.
I see. I'm sorry for your loss. I just like, oh, fucking shit, fuck. Blades.
No, a pair of swords. A gold sword and a black sword, both of them with glowing runes on them.
Why would he have killed your husband?
Who's to say? Well, he did, actually. Some babbling nonsense about righting a great wrong. Another one of those, probably working for those elves, righting the wrong that was a mortal champion marrying a demon.
I'm sorry that it happened. It's truly terrible. In my head, I'm like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck.
Yeah. he was made to serve a very terrible fate, befitting his crimes. But let's not talk about that right now. Now is a time for celebration.
Of course.
Just Sophie has many years of showing no emotion with her face. Just looks at the
Probably could have done this
Mierah.
differently. Could have just mentioned it. I didn't have to do that. Okay. For the future.
Yeah, I'll look across to Sophie.
You just you can see that Mierah can definitely see on Sophie's face that the poker face is on.
Ah, right. It's set. Understandable.
Once you are all seated, it doesn't take long for servants to begin filing in and placing platters of food upon the table, and it's all extravagant, artfully presented, but the smells flowing into the room are quickly enough to make your stomachs quail and your mouths water from the anticipation. Patient? And then not long, and then just a moment after the last one files out, another figure approaches and steps through the doors wearing yes. Wearing what one might consider armor, but clearly designed in the way that it is meant to be a dress, though still be functional.
A battle dress.
They are a tall figure, standing about 9 feet tall, towering over even these other demons. Striking a figure not dissimilar from Mierah's is a woman wearing a dress that looks like it is made out of the scales of a dragon, of a deep red, but polished so intently that they are almost a mirror. They stride forward with an ornamental rapier at their side, and they bow to the queen. She smiles and gestures for them to join her at the table. As she walks by, you can tell that there are features about her. She is clearly something of a demon herself, but there are other features, horns on her head, scales, that don't match the armor peeking out from under it along her neck. And a kind of aura of heat that kind of
Savin,
burns around her
congratulations,
almost.
has now been chained up in the
rape
joke
dungeon.
scene
Oh
in
no,
Aasimar.
he got Tower Phoenixed.
No, you got chained to the joke and semen caves on Mars.
Before she sits, Ereshka will stand and will look at Kaelirra, my dear daughter, please. You've been gone for such a long time. Things changed, and I
she
wouldn't
my
say that
sister?
Yes,
Yay! Hi.
you do have have a sister. She, the towering half demon, looks at you and, So this is Kaelirra. Yes. All right. I've heard much about you from Mother. She liked to go on and on about how much she missed you. All the times she missed being around you. It's good to see that you are back.
Well, it's good to be back. Might I know your name, sister?
I am Tazrika. I am daughter of Ereshka.
And
Tazrika?
I do not know of my father, unfortunately. Mother will not tell me. She says she is ashamed. Marishka will glare at her. Will swipe her hand.
Mierah will peer and pretend that she's like, let's put two and two together.
All
Let's.
of one big
like-
fucking joke.
Yeah, in fact, look at that. I'm just like, I wonder what this could be.
It's a good thing that I don't need to fucking roll for Sophie's sense motive.
No, not really.
Beep boop.
It's
It's tight.
fairly. It's fairly painfully obvious what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not a
tied to her
subtle-
perception,
no.
so.
I'm not a subtle GM. Holy shit, no.
But it worked so well. Also, oh no.
Oh no.
Everything is shit.
Everything is shit.
Oh god, this complicates matters.
The only thing I know is that I was named somewhat after my father. My sire, really.
Huh.
So, out of character, we're going back in time and stopping Taz again, right? Like, we should have done ages ago. Like, immediately.
After we're out of character, after we see if we can find a heart in this world, yes.
Yeah, but now
We
we
can
need to
just
save my
locate
sister.
where it is in this world or whatever.
Yeah,
Just
now
do it
we
in
also have to take Tazrika with us into the past of the future to fuck this timeline even harder.
No,
Even
just fuck
harder.
it. It doesn't
No,
matter. Nothing
it's my
here matters.
sister, and it's also Taz's kid.
So,
So, I want them to live.
Live, damn you, live!
Live,
but
my
that would
child,
be-
and also my sister, and oh god. Tell me why.
Well, David, let's see. What was Taz good at?
Shooting bitches and shooting loads in bitches.
Yes. So you can see how that fucking ended. How do you think she managed to kill your ass?
Level drained
Or
me to
so-
death. No, Taz is
She
totally
is.
tucked away in a dungeon somewhere. Just the queen's personal
no, he-
dildo. Like, you know that's what's going on.
The semen cave.
Yeah.
This is like a few hundred. You probably were like that until you died of age, my dear.
Yeah.
It's only been 100 years. Salamanders live, like, forever.
30.
No, they don't.
Burn
they
out like a
don't.
fucking.
Race. Fuck off.
You can't just make that up on the
I
spot.
didn't make it up on the spot. I've written about it.
So how long do they actually live then?
Like 150 years.
Yeah. So
I
and
mean,
Taz was
Taz
already
was what?
30. He's an old
30?
man now, but
Ariel. Old man.
probably still alive.
possibly
Leather
still
dick.
alive. Ugh. Oh my
Uh,
God.
It's like you just look at it. It looks like the leather of an
No, I
old
mean-
copyright.
leather
if
cock.
he is dead, you
remember
know
these.
Tazrika here is wearing daddy. Because she's wearing red scale armor, like from a dragon.
Yeah, but
but
the
not.
thing is, he's blue.
Ba-da-ba-dee.
Yeah, but
Taz is blue.
oh right, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Unless the magic wore off at some point, or she
No,
got bleached.
you know that shit doesn't wear off. Son. That's like that's like herpes.
It's true. Being a blue salamander is basically like having a venereal disease, but from birth.
So you didn't get it from birth.
Well, you know, sometimes you have sex with something that's just awful and disease-ridden.
You didn't even have sex with the thing that gave you that.
You know what? I had sex with other things that probably effectively led to me getting it, so it's basically...
Accumulated.
It's not at all what happened.
Look, shut
No,
up, let's play D&D.
It's just like accumulated effect. Don't worry, from sticking your dick in holes that you're not supposed to stick in.
It's not at all how that happened. But
I don't care
okay.
if it like that helps.
Anyway.
So Tazrika will introduce herself as the daughter of Ereshka, and mention that she is she's one of her mother's generals.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
And that she personally led the final charge on those elves on Grand Tree before her mother saw fit, grew tired of the fighting and decided to simply end things.
Probably for the best. Wounds don't heal if they're just left out there like that.
Best to just burn out the contagion before it spreads too much. Now, and so a feast lays before you. A strange sibling sits across from your group. A pair of ominous swords rest on the mantle.
Wow, yeah.
Heavy.
Ereshka will, during the meal, turn to you all and will ask you all to please tell me about yourselves. I'd like to know more about the saviors of my daughter. I'd like to know who she has been traveling with for all this time and has been keeping her safe.
Goodness, where to begin? Well, we've come from an incredibly long way away and traveled rescuing magical objects from people who might misuse them, and generally just trying to do good deeds and fight super monsters and other miscellaneous nasty bastards. And eventually our paths crossed, and well, I've been with her since. And I wish there were a more interesting way to put it, but it would just be recounting all of the fighting parts, which I'm sure we can do some for you, but...
Well, I'm sure you have a great many stories you could tell.
But of course. Let's think of a good one.
Sophie quips in, plus other forms of combat.
Also true. Not like you killing someone.
Brings out her knitting kits and starts knitting while listening.
Yep, I'll just start recounting some of the battles that we've been through. There have been quite a few after all.
Oops. Okay.
Omitting the fact that, like, place and time. It's like,
Oh yeah. No, I just
More
recount
today.
the creatures, as
Good.
opposed to, like where and when, because that's going to be where all of the errors are.
Holly will whisper into your ear, Good, you're not giving away too much. Be careful
Good,
with
you're
your
not fucking up.
words. Careful with your words.
Like, I do not need a backseat conversationalist.
I suppose not. Quite the piece of work this place has become, though.
Yeah. When it feels like I might start running out of conversation, I guess I will try and direct it more in her direction. Asking about like how long it took to put this castle together. In fact, like essentially how long you've been working on all of this to get where you are. It's very impressive.
Well, it's been a long century for me. I suppose this all started when me and my husband were found and captured by his people, and were brought before their leaders and champions for questioning and to face righteous justice in the eyes of the gods. After that fateful day and my escape from them, I made it my mission, my goal, my purpose to rid the world of such people so that such a thing will not happen again. And I suppose some manner of vengeance for what they did to me and what they did to my husband.
You see,
She will look up at one of the walls, and among the ornaments there is a large painting, a large, delicately made oil painting of an elven man standing, looking out with a hand on a gleaming, glowing sword at his side, and a large, very intricately made cape hanging about his shoulders. Something that looks almost like a sunset on a lake.
and that was him, huh?
That is a painting of my husband, yes. It is one that I made for him. So, one of him when he was still alive.
Very handsome man.
He was, and he was a very just man, very noble. He sought to do the impossible and bridge the gap between my kind and mortals. We kept in secret because we knew what would happen, but he did want to put an end to the charade eventually and make it so that we could be together. Sad that did not happen.
Sad indeed.
What the world would have been like if he had not been felled by such a cowardly act.
Yeah. I miss him.
There are so many places for me to comment, but then I'm like, and that would be way too obvious. So I'm just taking in the stories. I'm like, fuck, Taz is an asshole.
I've been saying it ever
Yeah, I
since
know.
he abandoned us.
Yeah.
It does seem as though he fucked up a little bit hard on this one.
I cannot
So I
wait to
doubt
go
he
back
could
in
have
time and kick him in the dick hole.
Although I doubt he could have foreseen the repercussions of his actions. Messing with time is so messy. Hardly ever neat and tidy.
Very well.
Afterwards, I spent time mustering my strength again and calling forth my people from our realm so that we could remake this world and to gather a few allies here and there. There are forces on this world that most do not know of, or some that most do not understand. Why, just a few hundred miles from here, there is another, well, lady who I am somewhat fond of in her assistance.
Oh?
People do not care, mortals do not care for their kind, and they are very exceedingly rare, but vampires can be very useful and very honorable under the right circumstances.
Yeah.
A vampire? I thought those were made up.
No, not quite.
There
Though
are
she
all
is not
sorts
as
of
old.
crazy creatures out
Though
there.
she is not as old as you or I. She is still quite strong and can do many great things that most
This thing with her
cannot.
tongue. Fuck.
It
You know when they eat the
is
cherry and then they tie up the stalk? Oh, fucking hell.
just difference between is that a demon garner power and cunning, while a vampire innately grows in power with age.
Yeah. Certainly a fair point. Might be worth
Yeah.
seeing them.
Not
If
there.
No, it is actually so. A vampire, the older they get, the stronger they become. A demon
If
can
the
be
vampire
the same
does
age.
nothing, then
Yeah,
they will learn nothing and they will grow no stronger.
they will naturally grow stronger because that's the progression of their, well, time as a being.
They just get more jacked up as they get older.
Dun-dun.
Very convenient. I found that I have to work even harder the older I get so I can get to stay this ripped. No, pat a bicep.
Do not worry, you have many years ahead of you.
Oh yeah, well, here's hoping. Mortality's a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, that must suck.
I'm like a great big flame. I burn bright, but I burn quick.
Well, then make sure you have strong tallow keeping you going.
Well, goodness knows I've put enough Bleaksworthies in the land as well. And that's the thing. I mean, I may die out, but my progeny is like they're gonna heck up everything.
Except they're
Just you
non-existent
wait.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you have children of your own?
Well, sadly, not anymore. Not here, at least.
Oh, yes, you spoke of being trapped somewhere for a long time, but it didn't seem like a long time to you.
Yes, I suspect that they've been born and gone and done all of their things, and I mean, that's the most I can hope for.
Well, perhaps they have children of their own, grandchildren that you might seek
Sure.
out.
Have you ever seen anyone of the Bleaksworthy line? If not, then sadly, well, they just haven't made themselves known, I guess.
In worst case scenario, they could have been caught in the crossfire.
It's always a possibility.
You get caught up in that.
Crossfire!
Crossfire.
If they had, I am very sorry that they met a fate like that.
Hmm.
There are many who were caught like that in between myself and the elves and the dragons.
It's always a possibility. It's just how life works. It's not always fair.
Nothing is fair. It's only as you make your life.
I suppose. Well, there is one fair force in everything, and that's chaos, because it's random, but for everyone in Chaos's wake, it certainly doesn't feel very fair. Philosophy with Mierah. I say, I go out and I do exciting things, and eventually they'll kill me. And that'll have been how life worked.
I guess that's one way to live.
Now, the other way is just be boring, get old, and die. Who wants to do that? Jeez.
A great many
Some
people.
of us
Seriously?
knit.
Well, yeah, but I'm not very good at it. And honestly,
Many
I
people-
like getting in scraps and finding cool things.
For many people, all they want is to live their life with relative peace.
That would probably involve being in one place for too long.
Work for a living and build their own home, or settle
Just-
down with a wife or a husband and have children.
And just
some,
do the
that is
same
their
thing for the
goals.
rest of my life? That sounds madness. Now
For
that
some-
there seems
for
like
others,
a waste of
though.
eternity.
For others, yes, they have a very different calling.
Hmm.
Some
There are many.
were not
There are many
meant
that
to
are, I'm
be.
sure, are like you, who wish to travel and see all that they can see and do all that they can do before they die. To
Yeah.
take risks and have grand adventures and fun times.
That would be nice. Say, actually, seeing as it's on the mind, do you know of any, like, sites of old magic and artifacts or big spooky monsters?
Well, look hard enough and you'll find spooky monsters roaming the lands.
No, of course, but
Well,
Thank
my
you,
my
but I'm
friends
not
here were looking for
spooky.
something specific.
But something specific.
Do you guys want to?
yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I suppose you would be the one to maybe know. Is there anywhere where there was lots of, like, elves doing nasty magic?
Yes, there were. Not anymore.
Any of their ex-sites still standing? That's always somewhere worth checking. If ever they were trying to find places to lock away old, like, magical artifacts, that would be the place to go.
Well, many years ago, there was the creator of all those monsters. He had quite the magical fortress that he had gotten for himself. A great mountain of shining crystal. where he kept his laboratory and made all those creatures.
Hmm.
And
Sounds
there
promising.
was of course Grand Tree, where the elves made their homes, made their capital, and was the center of their civilization. Though that is long gone now. Irreparably so.
No, nothing left to find in
And-
Grand Tree, huh?
Not unless you feel like taking a swim in molten lava. No.
I'm not especially fire retardant, that is true. I've been very careful to just not use the name of Salaranta just in case it tips my hand.
I know, but Callie literally just like stage whispered that to you, so.
Hmm.
Guy?
Yeah, there was one lead that we were chasing up before, we got kind of trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Salaran Starshaper. Ever hear of that guy? He was supposed to be an up-and-coming, like an artificer or something. By now, he would have up and come, I guess?
She looks at you and her eyes narrow. Saralyn Starshaper. Yeah, yes, I know him.
Wait, does that mean he's still alive?
No, he's not alive.
Ah, good.
He fell like many of the others when I and my armies took Gaelavas.
And many people fall when I take gay lovers as well.
He was a great inventor, wizard, and smith of the elves, the greatest of their number, and made a number of many powerful things.
Well, it's kind of gratifying to know that a hunch 200 years ago actually would have petered out. Disappointing that we don't get to it, but
Yes, it is very unfortunate for you.
No, as I say, I get to say, yeah, I was right. Does his place still stand? I would love to see it.
There are nothing but ruins there.
No.
Although-
Sometimes have good pickings left.
Well, that would certainly be the hope.
You could spend many days searching through what is left of that city. Perhaps you might find something.
Might be worth it. Wasn't Gaelavas
Sounds
quite a
like a
small
plan.
place back then?
It's a long time ago it used to be, but it expanded
Yeah.
a great deal over the course of the conflict. So it became a citadel, a great fortress between me and the Grand Tree.
Might have to go and have a look around there. Seems like a promising way to spend some time. Sort of lean back a little bit and ponder.
I think she clearly knows something more.
In my head, I'm like, yeah, but if I ask too deeply, then I risk getting figured out. It's whether we want to go in with half the information or whether we want to possibly screw up now. I'm not actually a great liar.
No, you're not. You are not. Though you try.
That makes it sound worse.
Well, A lead is a lead. But
At the very least, we know where his home was meant to be in Gaelavas, remember?
we knew where it was at one point.
It'll probably, if not be in the equivalent position, it will look the same, because that's how he would have built it.
Quite possibly.
Have a lead.
Also, you know, you can probably detect magic, and that thing is supposed to be Heka magic, right?
I would hesitate to try and detect it out of caution and not wanting to be blinded.
Understandable. We'll have to table that one as a backup. Sure, and Mierah will lean forward again. It really is strange just how much everything's changed.
Hopefully for the better.
Well,
There
it
are
certainly
many
seems like
people
things are
who-
normalizing.
Yes. In a decade or two, perhaps, everyone will have settled into their rightful positions and will have come to terms with the new status quo.
The new regime.
New world order.
Yeah.
There are many who don't care for me and what I have done. Mainly what is left of the elves, of their original kind. However, there are many who decided to join me and now enjoy a life free of their past hang-ups and bigotries.
I imagine if you're looking for groups that are going to be a hard one to win over, then the ones you had to subjugate for putting up a fight after the murder is probably going to be your toughest call. I'm sure you'll get there in time, though.
Perhaps. One can hope.
Well, you could always start with that very, very rude card.
What?
Looks up from a knitting. When we were trying to enter, you had an exceptionally rude guard.
Oh no. Did I?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
I-
he seemed to think that Callie was full of shit and took all her money, if I remember rightly.
I do recall you mentioning you had some trouble at the gate, though I suppose it would be somewhat understandable from his perspective with when you came walking up and claiming to be my daughter.
Being suspicious
well.
and careful is one thing, being openly rude is another.
He was kind of a dick.
Yeah, he was a giant prick. I actually had to bribe him to get in here.
I see.
In unrelated news, your guards take bribes.
I see.
At that, I like
I
snark
will-
into my wine.
I'm glad that you brought this to my attention. I will have to do something about it.
You just hear screaming, and then a person just disappears past the window. Ah!
Going horizontally instead of vertically.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's gonna look like a Gandalf Saruman wizard fight, just fucking flinging that shit.
No, it's gonna be like that video with fucking doors closing on Gandalf 24/7. Like 3 or 4 minutes of just door closing.
Just
on
the
you.
door closing. Yep.
Such a good video.
Doors closing and then opening and only to be closed again in front of his face.
Yes.
Almost as good as just, 4 hours of Sideshow Bob stepping on rakes. That was a perfect loop.
I imagine you could loop that very effectively.
No, what is a perfect loop is 10 hours of epic sax, guys.
That's yeah, all right. But
Yeah,
that will also
okay.
break you.
Yeah, that's that. You could loop that perfectly, I'm sure. Actually, I know that you could because I have a desktop program that lets me set that as my desktop with the music as well.
Hmm. Terrifying.
So if I want, I could just have Gandalf and saxophone music as my desktop background playing all the time. I don't.
Kind of horrible.
I don't, but it was amusing for the first hour.
Yeah. Okay. If you say so.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Yeah. Now here's the question: do I flirt with the queen?
Oh my god.
Stay
No,
away from my mom, you
you-
perv.
no, you fucked the daughter.
I mean,
The other.
yeah, I've nearly got free parking. I just need to keep filling out this punch card. I don't say that out loud. No, Mierah's been on her besterest, borkest behavior this evening.
Very
Her
good.
borksterest behavior.
Such a good
Uh,
girl.
Out of character, I still feel slightly sad that you haven't mentioned any of the goddamn godly dresses that have been displayed in front of her.
Well, it's just
That's true.
expected at the royal dinner table.
Oh, that's
Yeah, but the thing is, royal dinner is one thing, and then they motherfuckers outshine anything in existence on this plane.
It's true.
The
We've
fact
kind
that
of
that's
nailed
the
it on
thing
it.
just rustles
Yeah.
my jimmies deeply. Deeply.
Yeah, extra planar panties. These are.
extra planar panties.
Goddamn crafting rolls.
Yeah.
Goddamn
I'm
crap.
good, okay? She's
We
good.
know. If
Sophie's
we were on
We're
another
aware.
plane, you probably would have been contacted by a god by now. Be like, yeah, I'd like you to make me all of my, flowing toga robes from now on.
I need to be seen wearing exclusively things made of awesomer other things. What's your dress made of? The dresses of poorer people, but then threaded with gold. It's like
Oh,
Joseph's Techniclass dream code instead.
I call
That's
it
fucking funny.
the Mengele theory.
Yeah.
Jesus
Uh,
fucking
A dress made of the dresses of poor people, but then threaded with gold.
I
Oh,
like gold.
that's funny.
I mean,
Oh,
clearly
the
this is
dresses of-
Oh my.
a ships off the coast of Australia sort of moment
Oh.
where the dress is so amazing that nobody can comprehend how amazing it is. So they've just blacked it out of their minds and don't notice.
You walk past in the street and they're like, should have brought a poet.
out of character. Okay, okay, the dresses of poor people. Okay, that makes a lot more sense because I just heard a dress made of poor people.
I mean, if we're talking about a god, that makes perfect sense.
I mean, yeah, I would do
Just
that
patch
as well.
together. It's fine.
I can make out of for a death card, yes.
You
But
peasant,
that's
stand
what I
still, you're
said.
fidgeting. Do you know how hard it is to
dress-
get proper stitch
A
work
death
correct?
god wearing a suit made out of the screaming souls of his imprisoned victim.
That's
in
actually
prison
incredibly
charges.
That's
metal. Hold
fucking
on, I'm gonna write
metal,
that down
yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, one
That
sec,
is
I was
cool.
gonna-
Yes, save and take notes.
Yes.
This is
Yeah,
really
one second, give me a
fucking
moment.
Wearing a cloak made out of the screaming, writhing souls of his victims. Alright, that's just gonna sit in the little note document there. Moving on.
Yeah.
Alternative.
Oh, God.
Lacy
Oh my
underwear crafted. From the orgasmic moments crystallized and stitched together of
Oh
the
my.
consorts of queens and kings. There we go.
Implying
Well.
they had good sex.
Oi, oi,
It's the consorts, though,
Royal
not the
ex-
king and the queen themselves.
royal
They're shit.
ecstasy.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
Ah,
drug,
good
actually.
Well, it's the complete like sexual bliss moment crystallized and then spun into a thread from all
Oh
the
yeah, obviously you need like
greatest
the
kings
cozy toe socks of Afterglow.
Cozy.
You know the socks with the individual toesies are very comfy.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God,
Oh,
I hate that
those
sort of
are-
thing, though.
Never worn any of those.
Oh, they're the best. I wish I
Are
still
they?
had a pair.
yeah,
They are so comfy.
they're cute, but well, I have to have a pretty big one, but I still have small feet for my height.
Yeah, as you would expect, kind of hard to get size 10 toe socks that fit quite right. I'm really sad that I don't have a pair anymore because I outgrew them.
You use
Oh.
what's in it? You use European
UK.
measurement, you know,
It's-
like 32 to 40 and like
Oh,
that stuff.
no, they're different in the UK.
Oh, okay. You got the Americanized style.
Yeah.
Now we use European standardized size over here.
Let's see here. Size. So for a woman's shoe that would fit me and my big dude feet. 10, 4, 3, 10.
I have a size
three,
42.
six,
It doesn't matter for
nine.
women or men. It's a unisex number.
Yes, same. So yes, I would also, despite being a fair level shorter than you, I also would be wearing size 42.
You also have
The
that.
fuck
Oh,
are these
cool.
sizes?
I got
A US, that would be
it's
an
like-
11.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh man, dude, you should try some of my fucking boots that I got then because I think you would like fit them.
Yeah, no, I would. It would turn out fit them, which is hilarious. It just shows how big my feet are in comparison. You never mind. With this conversation could
No,
go.
actually,
We
You're-
are
that's,
so off topic, it's not even funny. Jesus
average
Christ.
for men
Yeah, I know.
and shit like that. So you're good.
Grumble, grumble. Yeah. All right. So yes, Mierah behaves. Does not flirt with the queen. Does
All
not try and get her royal tiefling threesome punch card punched, as it were. With the boss riding shotgun in her brain, that also seems like epic level cuckolding. That's arcane cuckoldry right there. You're in my brain watching me fuck these women that aren't you.
I mean, that's literally Callie's jam. Let's
It
be
is.
honest.
That is what that has happened. That is what happened. Many
we
times.
are treading pre-trod ground here in
Mierah
Fenco
doesn't
DZ.
even know it yet.
I know.
You're literally the goddess of cocks. I forgot.
Anyway,
It's almost like you should call her Trudeau.
so yeah, does anything else happen during dinner?
Well, Tazrika. I should have named her differently. Something else. I wasn't really
Too
Should
late.
have been
Africa.
Tazia.
Tazzy. That would have been.
That was
better.
Taz's original name in Mage Punk.
That would have been so much better.
It's never too late. It's never too late.
It's never
It
too
is.
late. That's her name now,
Alternatively, her
Tazia.
name can just be Rika from now on.
Rika.
And we know where it comes from.
No, I want the paprika.
But she's not an awesome ice sorceress.
That's Minerva, right?
That's Rika.
Right. That was your character in Sin in the dark age of technology.
Back in Yalden dies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were still speaking Middle English when that game was going on.
Yeah, no, you were speaking Beowulf back then.
Yeah.
Beowulf, 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 Beowulf.
true. That is the only word in the entire Old English language, just, inflected differently.
Yeah.
Beowulf.
It's a very contextual language.
It
Oh,
we're good.
Beowulf.
In Gergeden.
And in the distance, you hear Piccolo screaming, "Nerds!"
Anyway,
Tazia does try to strike up a conversation with you, Callie, while Areshka and Mierah are talking.
oh yeah, I'll totally cross chatter with her.
And
I
she'll
would
ask you
love to know-
about
love to get to know her.
she'll ask you about her past with Mom and what things were like with you before all this chaos. It's all that she's known.
Oh yeah, I'll tell her about the surprisingly idyllic world of the past. I also don't know my dad at all. Let's see. I didn't really hang out with Mom all that much. Kind of regret it now, but did my own thing. Mostly went around posing as a troubadour for a while. That was fun. Did some adventuring. The good stuff. Just,
Sounds like you had a very
carefree life.
enjoyable life.
It was carefree, but I guess you didn't really have the luxury of that setting. I'm sorry for it.
Yes, no, I didn't have a chance for that, no.
Well, it looks like the world's slowly getting put back together. It's never too late to start.
Perhaps one day I'll get to experience some of the things that you speak of.
Someday I will experience joy like you humans.
Yes, most of my life has been fighting and leading dangerous work constantly.
Well, if you spend so much time fighting, then we should teach you how to sing and dance. Mother, we should throw a ball.
Mierah peeks up. Party?
She looks at you. A ball? A
Party!
celebration for the princess's return?
Sure, why not? Inject a little happiness into this place.
Well, I think this place is fairly happy, but I don't suppose why not. With you around, there is cause to celebrate.
Yes, party! Oh yeah, I will totally just summon an instrument and do a little riff on it before it vanishes.
You always did like to sing and play for people. I think this would be a good idea, yes. I'm glad you mentioned it.
Well,
Though
I
it
do
would
have
take
good
a
ideas.
bit of time to arrange such a thing.
Of course, maybe just enough time for me to help my friends get their little trinket.
Perhaps, yes. It would be some time before you found anything, I'm sure. Oh, it is quite a mess that far south.
Just
Anything
looks
special
up.
and dangerous?
Like a Hydra goose.
Yeah, I still totally want to hack that thing up.
Sophie just looks up at Areshka and slowly moves a finger up to her eyes. He just taps the side of it. I have good eyes for finding things.
Well,
Don't
it is good
worry.
to hear. You are in luck then.
Well, we kind of made it our specialty. That's why it's part of the job.
It's true.
Although I'm not as good at the spotting thing, I am the tracker.
Ironically, she's the bloodhound of the group.
Hmm.
Get it?
Yeah, no, I moderately resent that. It's like a smidge racist, but I'll let it pass.
It's only a little racist.
It's
the
true.
best kind of
She'd
racist.
take real offense if it went for the fact that she herself makes lots of pork jokes, but it's like, that's our word. You can't do that unless you're part dog.
But it's okay. I spent so much time amongst your people. I'm
one of some of my best friends are actually dogs.
You're a transport.
Oh god.
Transport.
I mean, Callie is. She's a demon
God, she
pretending
is
to be a
transport.
Kitsune.
Oh no.
She is literally. God damn it. And then Third just murdered all of us.
Terrible. Anyway, so as there isn't anything else standing that happens during your dinner. The feast proceeds as one would expect. There are a number of courses brought out to you, and then of course afterwards there's dessert brought out, although some of you might be a bit more, not sure how much more you could possibly consume before you began to be sick.
That sounds like a challenge.
Sounds like a challenge.
Indeed.
Well, that depends. Are we being served or?
You are being served many desserts. There are pies and cakes.
No, I meant when the entire course have we been served, like on the plate with food, or
Yeah.
have we?
Have people laid it out?
Well, there are many. There are okay. There are a bunch of servants, and they bring the food out, and these ones they also will ask you what you want, and then they will right there assemble a plate of food for you, and then bring it to you. So you are being served, yes.
Okay, but ask what we want. Okay.
Yes.
Every time they ask, Sophie just holds up a hand.
Oh. Are you not going to eat anything, dear? Surely you must be hungry.
No, actually I'm not. I'm not one for consuming.
Well, this is a celebration. It must be alright to indulge.
So can I get Sophie contact high enough for the munchies?
I am indulging in a very pleasant company, and your festive spirits are very appreciative and very soothing. Much as nods at each and every one that are eating, much as they enjoy consuming food, I much more enjoy watching and taking in their reactions and expression of joy and rapture at both every sensation they get. Or what is it not to see somebody else happy or eating with gusto?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Influence check.
I will assist. By being charming alongside. I forget what the fuck my thing is. Blamp. Yay, you got assisted.
What you want to bluff or persuasion or
It's consolidated
diplomacy?
skills.
It's all the same thing. It's all influence.
Unless you have bonuses to the
God damn it.
individual.
Terribly designed secondary systems.
Just
Uh,
roll your goddamn influence
So
check.
28.
Okay. All right. If you insist. However, and your reasoning is well enough, I suppose. And you have done me great favors. So I'll look over the possible rudeness of not taking upon my hospitality.
Oh, mother, they're foreigners. Their ways are different than ours.
I suppose. Alright. Well, unless anyone has anything else they would like to ask or talk about, there is not much more there to be had from the dinner, I suppose.
Not at the dinner, no.
Well, Kaelirra hasn't told
Cadia.
us about her.
I need to change the name on the
Mierah.
token.
We
I'm going
can
to
see
change
it.
the name on the token right now.
Yes,
can see
that's
it.
right. Yeah. So she hasn't told us about herself, other than like in general and daughter and don't know that. She hasn't told us about what her interests are, what drives her to do things. If she has any plans, whether it be for the next coming weeks, summer, or like winter, years, decades.
She said winter. Triggered. Everyone's triggered.
I thought about saying something like that.
Well, I am. Well, I've had. I suppose you could say I've had a difficult life, leading battles and conquering in the name of my mother for the better part of six. How long has it been now? 80 years. A lot of my life has been lived in the campaign, fighting alongside many of my kindred. Well, I suppose half kindred anyway. I have made many friends and lost many others through the long years of fighting. I suppose my main interests are in that of much like what I've been living. Swordplay, tactics, combat. Although I do not know much else. I have not had the free time to spend in many other pursuits. Although
About pursuits of
I
the
do
body.
like to paint. I do like to paint.
Ooh, that's awesome. Do you have any we could see? I'd love to.
She didn't let her finish. In the blood of my enemies.
I'd still love to.
Yeah, true. Fair. It's pretty dope.
I suppose I could show you sometime. It would be nice to see how to show off my efforts to someone else. Oh, your paintings are lovely, dear. I keep saying we should that there should be a gallery made and have them placed in it. But Tazia just, well, kind of blush at that and like, no, definitely not. Definitely not. In private, I would appreciate someone else seeing them, yes? Perhaps you can stop by later, sister.
Ooh, I'd like that very much.
I too would like to stop by your sister's privates. I mean, damn.
And just a mage hand just backhands you.
Well,
Please, that was an individual with a bunch of Tazarin in them. If they are not, like, just essentially waiting to explode sexually, then I don't know. The bloodline isn't as strong as one suspected.
Look, Taz knew how to keep it his pants, alright?
very
Fucking no, he
repressed.
didn't. Barely.
I mean,
Are you are literally the sex-based waifu collector.
look, I had a magic item that made me do it. It's not my fault.
Yeah, sure. Tell it to the judge.
I can't anymore. I've been skinned and God knows what's happened to me since then.
And whose fault is that?
This bitch is right here.
No. It's
No.
Taz's fault.
No.
You abandoned the party for the sake of your own personal mission,
Well,
and you failed. You failed spectacularly in such a fashion that you allowed a demonic regime to take control of the entire world.
Well, I mean, he did succeed in killing.
Look, this is why you don't
I-
split the
I-
party.
I
It's a story we've
succeeded-
heard since Aegis past. If you split the party, you'll make Demon Third Reich.
look,
The
I
demon
won the
third.
battle, but I lost the war, okay?
Yeah.
Fucking
that's
lost the
about right.
shit out of that war.
Oh,
He's got
my.
fucking France in World War One just...
Uh,
That is why they call his erection the Blitzkrieg.
oh dear.
And they call his testicles shock and awe.
No, they call
Well.
him his dick. Oh wait, should they call it his fucking sperm the Ghost Division?
Ah,
Anyway,
terrible.
terrible.
Terrible. All right. Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, at occasional points, I will ask for extras and then magic bag them so they don't go off. Just so I can bring that up to others later.
You're fucking stealing food from the banquet.
No, I'm asking for it so that I can feed everyone later. But I'm like, I would love extras of this, and then it just goes immediately into a bag of holding.
How openly are you just sliding this food into the bag?
I make it obvious that I'm doing so for extras, and it just goes into the bag.
Yeah,
There's no
we
subtlety
see
to
that
it.
as you grab the whole roasted pig
Yeah,
and just
exactly. I'm just
slowly
like,
stuff it down your back.
I do that trick where you lean your head back and then you make it look like you're dropping something into your mouth, but it's just the bag is held open like on the non-visible side of my face, so it just looks like food is going. Ah. I like to clown
no,
around.
Very clowny.
It's true.
Alright.
She's a few smokables in and plenty of drink and food.
That, I suppose, will be it for the dinner then. All a good time is, well, more or less had. There is much food has been eaten and much drink consumed. And you guys have learned a few things about a number of topics. But you spend a few hours in the banquet, and it's getting a bit late now. And you are all despite any kind of pacing, have become quite full from
Yep.
from the great quantity of food presented to you.
Yes, indeed. It's like, so boss, do you taste things while I'm eating them? Like, I don't know if you share an experiences in the same way.
I do, yes.
Oh,
It's all
excellent.
quite nice.
Now, before you leave, I'm going to introduce you to other experiences from my side.
You are?
Yep.
I see. And just what is that?
Oh, why spoil the surprise?
I see. Uh-huh, yes. The surprise.
I mean, okay, it's not a surprise anymore, obviously. I'm gonna go to some bonus shenanigans.
I figured. As after that, as you're taking a drink, you'll just find that maybe you're as you're bringing your wine glass to your lips, you'll just find that your elbow just kind of jerks just a little bit, just like an inch to the left, and you end up spilling just a little bit on yourself. Oops.
Alright, point taken. Can't
Yes.
can't have performance disrupted mid-job if this is the possibility here.
Just looks at her, and then Sophie just looks at. Is it Misha? Yeah, no, not Misha.
Mierah.
Mierah.
Mierah. Got that. I keep mixing Trisha in there. Looks at Mierah. Looks at her hand. Looks
I
at the
must have had a
stain
few
on the
already.
dress. Looks back at Mierah and cocks an eyebrow.
Did you just spill wine on that amazing dress? How dare you? I put so much work into that, you have no idea.
Yeah, I just like... yeah, I guess I am getting a bit tired.
Oh, I suppose I suppose it is growing a bit late. Shame. I suppose you will all want to retire to your room, to your chambers then?
I
I
suppose.
believe so, yeah.
Unless my sister here wants to show me some of her work.
This is like Mierah's final gambit. Do I flirt with the queen? And now it has turned out that doing so with the boss in my head would actually be a bad idea.
I dare not give that one a chance to sense my presence.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
That-
entirely a possibility.
Intimacy might, and with her, whatever, and with the power she wields, she may be able to feel me.
I mean, she would be busy feeling something else too. It's fine, I'm not
Still,
gonna do it.
would prefer if things didn't get that awkward.
I'm behaving.
This place might not survive it.
Just fucking bring the castle down with bonus-centric force.
So the Tazia will look to you, Kaelirra. Oh, I suppose I could bring you. I suppose I could bring you to my gallery and show you my paintings. If you are not too tired.
Not at all. Let's go.
All right. And she will excuse herself and will thank her mother for a wonderful dinner and a great time. It was a pleasure to meet all of these people and meet her sister. And then she will go with Kaelirra.
Yeah, meanwhile,
Well-
Callie's just ultra casual, just bounces up and gives Mom a hug and a peck on the cheek, and bounces off with Tasia.
Hmm.
Just being a big old bubble of happiness. I will just spread positivity and friendship to this girl if it is the last thing I do.
How do you go about spreading that positivity and friendship?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's like that's really, really crossing the timeline super hard. The timeline, she can't yet take it anymore.
Betting your alternate timeline sister from
Yes, your alternate timeline sister who was created from the advent of someone else's death related to a party. So it's cross-character, cross-meta, cross-lineage, and timeline.
True.
Like, that's... The world has to actually start falling, but that's you are your own grandpa type shit.
just reality just cracks just a little bit when it happens.
Yeah, there's one thing that's just breaks the time stream completely. It actually just happens to be incest. Well, fuck, should have seen that one coming.
Rip everything forever and always.
After they leave, Ereshka will look to the rest of you, and if you are all feeling it is time to retire as well, I will not stop you. You are free to depart if you like and to return to your chambers. If you should need anything, my servants will only be just a call away. Simply get their attention and they will bring you whatever it is that you need.
It's very appreciated. Your hospitality has been very much enjoyed.
I'm glad you have enjoyed it so far. You
Would that
are
our
free
first
to-
meeting were in a more auspicious time.
Yes. But we must make of things as they are. You are free to stay as long as you like.
Well, I don't know. My paws get itchy if I'm in one place for too long. Might look into that whole Galeverse thing once we're ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get up gently and saunter on out.
All right, I'll just shunt you guys back over there.
The darkness.
Yeah, shove you all back over on this part of the world, of the screen.
Yep. It's a nice little room map, actually.
It is nice, yes.
Alright. So at the table, I will open up the magic bag and start pulling out foods and laying them down on the table.
Oh,
There you go. And then from my own stock, a keg of ale. Pop that on the edge.
Molly and the others will thank you for bringing them, for bringing this.
Yeah,
Did
my pleasure.
Did you have a good time?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's good.
There is something that you're gonna need to know.
Oh, what's that?
Like, boss, do you want to be the one to handle this, or?
Oh boy.
Mm,
I mean, if it's awkward, I'll do it, but, you know, you're probably the better one to hear it from, I suppose.
I suppose. It would be right.
Alright, I pretend I smoke an imaginary doobie and then we'll exhale the boss when she's ready to leave us mist.
She will then, I suppose, depart from you, and you will feel that same prickling sensation flare up again, but this time it will start across your whole body and then fade from your extremities, flowing out from your and up to your mouth, and then out, following the smoke. And then this cloud of glittering silver light will coalesce a few feet away and will reform into the body of Holly.
Ugh. That was weird.
I imagine it would be weird to be possessed. And she will then, I suppose, I am not going to do that. I am not going to talk to myself again.
Sure, and also it would be something incredibly depressing, so you can probably
Yes.
Batman.
She will
Spin it out.
tell. She will tell Molly that Taz is more or less screwed up quite royally, and may or may not be imprisoned and or tortured and or dead for his actions. And it seems as though the queen decided to make a big joke out of things by forcing him to father a child and then naming it after him, and then using that child as a general to lead her demonic armies to conquer the world. Quite a mess of things. And Molly,
super fucked up.
Molly will grow sick, will look a little sick and more pale than she already is. Not quite Sophie's level of pale, but still. Well, that's just awful. This
If she'd be paler than Sophie, she'd be fucking translucent.
couldn't be much worse than this. Than that, I suppose. She'll look at Mierah and Holly. Do you think he might be alive still? And would she have kept him alive all this time?
Technically possible, but at the same time, the efforts to do so seem a little bit unlikely.
Hmm.
And if so, then
It's-
why keep it a secret, you know? Like, Taz is a salamander and they don't live forever.
No, they don't. Then again, most of the time, elves do not live forever either. They
They do
live a
live
very
like a heck of a long time,
time.
though, yeah.
They live they can live many hundreds of years, but they are not immortal. Not like it seems as though they were here. Something could give that, but then that would just be a bit extreme, wouldn't it? It is not likely that he's alive. 100 years have passed. So it is likely that he's dead. Probably mercifully so. We really have to make sure he doesn't do any of this.
Oh yeah, no, he's getting pinned to the ground and kicked in the balls over and over again.
Maybe don't kick them too much, but he does need to be stopped.
At least one of them. He can keep one good nut.
Thank you.
Yeah. What do you think, Molly? Is he a lefty or a righty?
She doesn't. I hope you don't mind if I don't answer that.
Well, then we'll just have to flip a coin on which one gets a serious police-worthy kickaroo.
Oh dear. He will be punished for his actions. Or to his not quite yet done actions, I suppose. He hasn't done them yet. We will stop him from doing this, rest assured.
Oh, totally. But is there some way to literally just, like, on a silver platter, just hand him the memories of all this stuff, like, that we've seen? I assume that's, like, super magic-y shit. Not anything we can do. But it should
It would
really
be super
set in.
magic shit. There would be some super magic shit, yes.
It would really make a point, more so than just explaining it to him in words.
Probably.
Or I could have a straight talk with him.
Just break him down emotionally. Like you see Taz and Sophie walk into a room, 3 hours pass, Sophie leaves, you just hear sobbing. Just destroyed.
No, because Taz knows that Sophie doesn't bullshit around.
You're fucked up. You're fucked up. You're fucked up. Where is that from?
Out of everyone, Sophie's literally the most sober of everyone.
Literally, physically, metaphorically, yeah, all of the above.
Yeah. That also involves finding and picking up the clothes after you all motherfuckers got crunked out of your ass in a whole different city, all over the city, finding your clothes and keeping it in a fucking hamper basket, and then summoning you all.
You have fucked up.
This is so borked.
Very fucked up. Very bored. Alright. Okay. Alright, I suppose then we will move on to Callie and Tazia.
Sure.
Alright. Alright. Callie, she will lead you through the corridors of the castle and will eventually bring you to a room. My room is just across the hall, but this is my this is where I do my painting. And she will open the door, and inside is what you might expect from a room devoted to a painter. There is a great deal of a number of blank canvases are stacked up, leaning against a wall on one side, and on the middle there is a large standing canvas with a great many with a great many closed and sealed containers around it, no doubt containing all of the different colors of paints that Tazia uses. And on the other side of the room, there are many works hanging from the walls of varying quality, but you can definitely see that some are older and were done by someone who was a novice at best, and that in gradually becoming better as time goes on. The newer ones looking like they were done by someone who has been working at their trade for many years.
Oh, these are lovely.
They no two paintings seems to be of the same thing. Some are just clearly made of landscapes. Others are of look to be of various people. There is what looks like a painting of your mother. Is one of the newer ones. There is also a painting done up of what looks like it definitely looks like it's the city and the castle that you're in now, but it looks like it was made from a point of view perhaps from the top of a mountain overlooking or nearby the city, perhaps one just the next mountain over.
Cool.
I do these when I have spare time, and I'm here in the capital. I've been working at it for a long time. They have been. I think they have been getting better.
Definitely.
I try to make sure I do them of things that aren't related to my profession. Something as a palate cleanser.
Right. I would like to drop an influence check to just talk these up like, oh, look at the color here, you're so good, such and such and such, just, lavish on the compliments.
Okay. Alright.
I am actually an art critic in my spare time.
Apparently you are. As you're talking about the paintings, she's paying complete attention to you. Her gaze is almost, is so intense upon you that you can almost feel it bearing down on you as she is taking in what you are saying. And as you're talking, she seems to smile and will eventually look at her own paintings, and we'll switch between looking at them and looking at you. You really think I am good at this? Think they are good? Oh.
Mother's right. These really could hang in a gallery.
Oh.
You're absolutely wasted on soldiering.
Well, I am very good at it. I have a lot more practice at that than I do at this.
But come now, you can see what you're making with this, right? These are beautiful.
Well, they are just things I do in my spare time. But I'm really glad that you think they're good. Maybe, perhaps when I'm no longer needed, I can focus more entirely on painting than warfare.
Well, the world will be a better place when you do. Paintings like these can spread a lot of joy, you know. That's why I became a bard in the first place.
You sing and play music?
Callie will nod.
Would you care to demonstrate?
Well, for you... Well, okay, you talked me into it. Let's see. And, yeah, Callie will do the happiest little song and dance routine she knows. Which may or may not be the body song about her barmaid friend. Just hit that perform. Fuck. Just,
26 is pretty good still.
Bump that up a little bit. 34. Ooh, the double fours.
All right. Well, she sits and listens to you as you play, and smiles as she listens to your lyrics. Sounds like something the soldiers might sing when they're drinking. Although it does sound better coming from you.
Well, that's just the kind of music I like the most. Good old tavern songs, the stuff of the common folk. Mom sometimes used to make fun of me for not practicing a more noble form of the art. But, I don't know. This sort of thing seems to bring more smiles to people's faces. And gets me a lot more free drinks.
I can imagine it does. So how long are you going to be staying here? Are we going to spend time together, I suppose?
Well, I
Get to
certainly
know each
hope
other
so.
better?
Although my friends and I are probably going to have to head out at least for a little bit to recover that trinket of theirs. Though, if you're not busy, you could always come along.
She purses her lips.
Out of
I don't-
character, slap the back of Savin's head. Ow!
I don't think I would be able to do that, no.
Oh. Well, you should try adventuring sometime. It's a way to put those fighting muscles to work that, well, can really make a difference to a lot of people.
No. Maybe sometime. Perhaps that if I ever retire from my position.
Well, take it from me, you've got plenty more years ahead of you. We half demons live a long time. I'm like 1,000,000 already.
Are you?
Yeah, I lost count forever ago. Yeah, make a big, exaggerated yawn and stretch and wiggle her tails.
Are you tired? I guess it's getting late.
I suppose it is. I should probably turn in. Have been flying all day to get here with my friends.
Well, you must be exhausted then. Perhaps it would be best for you to just retire for the night and get a good sleep. Perhaps we can talk again tomorrow.
Plan on it. She'll lean down and give her sister a great big hug, and yeah, I guess.
Lean down. I think you mean lean. I think you mean stretch up and give her a hug.
Oh, that's right. No, I was just at this point imagining her like sitting on the edge of her bed or something. But yeah, that's. Yeah, I guess like. Actually, no. She'll probably just grow wings and fly up.
She will hesitate at first, but then will eventually give you an awkward hug back.
Excellent. Poor thing's probably never had a hug in her life. Well, that's not true. Arishka's nice. But still. Alright, and then yeah, I'm gonna hop on off to bed.
Alright.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
And then she joins you, of course, for the night, and you break the universe together.
God damn it.
I mean...
I break so many universes like this.
Nah, Callie wouldn't do that. At least not in this part of her life cycle.
Not in... Not in this part of her life. Oh dear.
We haven't yet hit the cycle of incest. You'll have to give it another century.
Oh my God.
1,000 years or so, and who knows.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Now I really hope Tazia starts existing in normal Savin land. Just gonna pop her in.
What's your name? Here's Mierah.
Yeah, let's see. Hyper's dicks. Yes, that's true. That is.
Time lost demon princess. 3 stages of pop loving, sleepy, and hyper is dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
bad.
think
Yeah.
he's missed providing bones, but you know, whatever.
Sounds about right.
Speaking of hypersticks, how's the planning for giant look up coming along? Savin?
What?
How's the plan for giant flute dog coming along? Malmut.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a big old doggo, right?
Yeah, no, the breeder I was looking at had run out of puppers by the time I got in touch with them and filled out all the forms they wanted.
Rescue dogs.
Yeah, I should. I know that there's a beautiful ginger husky with heterochromia who's like 2 years old in a shelter near here, and I saw a picture of in the newspaper. But then you just miss out on the puppiness.
On some fluff
But
pops.
it's then it's the well trained.
Probably.
If it's 2 years, then it's probably trained and then you can.
Or
No,
it didn't get
not-
any
you
training
know-
during those 2 years and is a fucking
Yeah.
nightmare.
Considering it's in the what's it?
Yeah. Plenty of rescues are a
Alright.
fucking serious pain in the asshole.
Never assume that they're trained. Train them yourself. At the very least, so they are used to your commands.
No, I meant trained as in, hey, I want to go out and take a shit versus I'm a shit right what I say.
Well, yeah, one would hope the shelter dog would be potty trained.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
As long as it's not a Dalmatian, because those things are retarded forever. It's just factually true. Dalmatians are fucking ultra retarded. They are so
This is
inbred,
what-
it's amazing they can stand up.
That's why cats are superior.
That's okay.
Alright, so where's our next destination in Kina&D land?
Well, that is something. Let's see. What to next? suppose in another half an hour, and a bunch of eyeballs will come, will file in one at a time underneath the door frames, and will then assemble in Holly's hand. And I will review the visions of all of these eyes and see what they found as they snuck around the castle.
Yeah.
But perhaps you all should go to sleep in the meantime.
I suppose so. I'm gonna have a bath. A lovely big bath.
There are
Well, indeed do
baths.
And I will let Zagara out of statue form and feed her a pig.
Oh my gosh.
An entire
All right.
pig.
A
Yes.
whole pig.
She's a big girl.
Oh my.
It takes her longer to eat now that she's in like a dried person form.
Where did I even? No, whatever. I don't really have to.
Yeah, you don't have to put down an actual icon for her because she'd go back to statue form again afterwards so as to not like get fucking ganked.
You can't tell me what to do.
Alright, fine.
You can't tell me what to do. There's your
All right.
You're
spoiler.
not my mom.
Yeah, and I'll do so in this room as well. Give her a brush and a scrub and give her knobs.
Noms.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hmm. There is one thing more, but don't know if there's time for it.
How long have you been going?
I don't know. It's 7 now. Been since about. I guess it's only been about 2.5 hours. But my game starts late.
Understandable. I'm tired all the time at the moment, so I'm a
No,
terrible
let's
judge.
go. I'll go a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer.
Okay.
All right. And so the party and the party retires to sleep for the night, sleeping off their feast in a near comatose, guess, state. A nice food coma succumbing to all of them.
Yes.
Although, let's see, during the night, Callie, during the night you dream, it's no different than your other ones, mostly. However, near the end, you actually, an indeterminate period of time into your dream,
Alright.
you feel something tugging at you. You see out of the corner of your eye in your dream, you see something, a light, just flashing and darting. And when you turn to look at it, it's gone. But then it's there again at the corner of your eyes. You just can never seem to focus on it. And you feel something brushing across your face, and then groggily you awaken from your sleep. It is still well and truly dark, and the rest of your companions are sleeping away in their beds.
Ooh, spoopy.
Hmm.
No, there's a rocking chair going on in the living room there.
As you are about to settle back down in under your covers, you see that light again out of the corner of your eye, just seeming to buzz just on the very edge of your peripheral vision.
I'm just gonna drop a detect magic around myself here.
You do sense an aura of power fluttering somewhere. It just seems to keep moving, just barely out of sight. And then you get some reading at the door, but then it seems to fade, just as if it is just slowly passing away from you.
Hello? Who's there?
There is no response, just silence in the dark, in the night. And this flickering, this dull flicker of possibly firelight coming from underneath your door, from the fireplace in the guest chambers.
I don't know if I want to go out there.
Slowly opens the doors and goes, "Ooh, I am the ghost of sins past."
Ah.
The ghost of Yipsmas past. Oh no.
Yeah. Alright.
What's your name again? Kinathis.
Mm-hmm.
So Sophie sitting in her rocking chair overlooking the entire freaking place won't spot that shit as well.
You haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Coolio. Just making sure. Cheers, sentry.
Gosh, I mean, if this were Savin, this would be me just like curling up in a little ball in the corner with a shotgun going like, eh. But I guess I must go where the plot demands, so Callie will creep out of bed and like put on a little nightgown or something and look to see what's going on out here. Poke her head out.
You poke your head out and all you see is the guest quarters. There is the doors to the rooms occupied by your companions. The room is lit by a fire.
And
Also,
Sophie's out here.
Ostensibly, she never seems to sleep.
Wait, you're human now. You do need to sleep, don't you?
Nope.
She's got the ring.
The fuck?
She's a
Alright.
fucking stupid broken ring of sustenance. She only needs to sleep for like 2 hours or something.
No, I can substitute. I can compress a whole night's sleep into 2 hours, so I can take effectively a long rest.
So you can take a nap.
But only once a day.
So dumb. Alright. Yeah, Kaelirra will poke her head out and see.
Gotta introduce more powerful ring items. She has
That's
to
not how
choose.
you fix balance.
It's not. You either. Well, I mean, one way to fix
You can
balance
choose from
is to completely throw away the concept of balance.
You can throw in other rings that she has to choose from because she can only wear 2 rings. And she can't just put on the ring of sustenance whenever she wants to sleep for 2 hours.
Very true.
True. Could.
You have to wear it for a week to attune it to you. So
As you're looking around, you notice There's something is, I don't know, strange.
Sophie, have you seen anything weird?
You
You
do
in a
not.
nightgown.
No, you do not get a response from Sophie when you call out to her.
Sophie? Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna cast light on my hand and sort of start creeping forward like it's a flashlight, looking around.
Okay. All right.
Hello? Is anyone here?
As you look around, as you are looking around the guest quarters, you enter the main sitting area where Sophie is by the fire, and she doesn't seem to notice. Doesn't look up at you when you come by.
You shouldn't have banged your sister. You broke the timeline already.
Oh boy, this is God. All right, this is kind of what I imagine is going on here. Let me just pull this over.
Someone's doing you some heckin' spooks, are they?
I'm getting spooked. Just approach Sophie and there's
Already
just
dead.
the examine button.
Yeah, no, you're the one who died, actually.
Ah!
You're silent hilling.
Wrong.
Oh no!
Welcome to silent hilling.
Alright, but yeah, I will actually just like prod Sophie with a finger. Sophie? Poke, poke.
You poke at her, and you can. She does not move when you touch her. She does not register. She does not react in any way. And you can see that she's in a rocking chair, but she does not move backwards when you poke her either. Your finger presses slightly into the fabric of her clothing, but that is as far as it goes.
See, if I were a less serious player, I'd be like, and then I dropped trow and just rubbed my dick in her face. Oh no. Stop fucking with me, Sophie. Stop fucking with me. I'll do it. No, but
Well, as soon as you drop trial, the time skip just momentarily readjusts, and you see one of her eyes just shoot up and looks at you.
Yeah, it's like some fucking weeping angels shit.
oh god. Yeah. Shit. Alright, now I'm just gonna shout like, hello, is anybody out there? Sophie needs medical attention. I think she's dead.
I take it none of us here.
No.
Out of character, Sophie is the one closest to terminal age.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no!
Help! Grandma's dead!
Oh
Grandma's
no!
dead
It's
in a
Christmas
rocking
Day
chair.
all over again.
Oh
Ah.
God.
Alright, I'm just gonna take off down the hallway. If
Okay.
nobody's gonna respond.
All right. You run. You open the door, and it does swing open, and you begin running down the hallways. The long, tall passages through the palace. And as you're going, you're shining your light around, looking for someone to contact, someone to help you.
You don't remember the corridor being this long, though. You should have reached the end by now.
And as you turn a corner, you do, at the edge of your light, you do see someone, perhaps a guard, wandering the halls at night.
But it's that guard, that asshole. No. Alright, I'll run up to him. Hello? Hello?
As you shout at them and run towards them, your light is cast over them, and you notice that they don't react at all to your shouting, your cries, or the light. And then for a moment of looking at him, you notice that he's not moving. He is clearly in mid-stride walking, but he is totally, utterly still. Frozen in place.
Oh God, what's happening? What's going on here? Mommy! I'm
Must have been the wind.
gonna run to the queen's bedroom if I can find out where that is.
As you're running down the halls again, you see that flicker again in the peripheral of your vision, just out of sight, flashing at you.
Turn to face it.
You see a glow, very sullen and dim, pass down a passageway.
Fuck it. I'm a horror movie protagonist. Sure, I follow it.
Okay. You turn the corner and there's nothing there. Although, much farther down, you see another sullen glow that is passing just beyond sight down another passageway several hundred feet away.
Yeah, I run for it as fast as I can.
Okay. You run and run, following this light that always seems to stay just barely out of your sight and always moving just a little bit, moving just so that you only catch the tail end of it. And you pass by several other patrolling guards who are likewise who are just frozen in place. And now that you mention it, now that you look at it and are aware of it, you can see that the torches or lights that are giving some illumination to the halls are also not moving. Flames frozen in their crackle.
Oh God,
and
I've become
flickering.
dissociated from time.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Eventually, your following of this mysterious light leads you to a small doorway that leads to a set of stairs.
I ascend/descend them.
Okay. You go down, and you can feel the air grow colder as you go down and down and down. The stairs narrow and claustrophobic, spiraling lower and lower, and just seeming to continue on forever.
Are you saying that it's a spiral staircase down to the cold heart?
Yes.
I have to keep going. I have to find this light. It's the only thing that moves here. This place beyond time.
You travel down and down, following this ephemeral glow. As you continue to follow it, is it? No, wait, maybe. It is. It is getting brighter. Slowly, subtly brighter, as you continue to follow it, almost as if you're might be catching up to it.
Well, I
And-
run for it.
I mean, it's
Give me
not like
give me an acrobatics check.
Oh boy, that's a skill
So,
I actually have.
See if you don't fall down. Just fall down the stairs.
out of
Just
character, it's not like Cass had the spirit of a seasonal ghost stuck with him that could, disassociate time in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
fine.
you're good.
You don't eat shit down the stairs. You're good. You're eventually, your feet hit the bottom of the stairs, and the air is damp and cold down here. Colder than it ought to be. Or perhaps you're just that far down underground. You certainly were charging down the stairs for a long time. Could be under the mountain by now, from how far you ran. The passages here are unlit, and the only thing to guide your path, or you have dark vision, never mind. Everything is just a gray, featureless expanse of detail, signaling that you are in total darkness. There are no lights down here in these depths of the palace. And you travel, following this fading light in the distance. There are no guards down here. There's no sign of anyone. Although occasionally you see the still in motion form of a rodent that is following the walls. But they too are unmoving. Eventually you come to the end of the hallway, and there's just a door with a few motes of sparkling silver flowing under it.
I approach.
The door is locked.
Oh, well, that puts a damper on things. I pick the lock? Question mark? No, I don't have any spells that do that. I knock on the door. Hello?
Perception? No. Well, perception check.
Oh boy.
Nice. Wait.
Everything is awful.
13?
Yeah, it's like, what do I do with skill rolls that low? I don't understand.
You knock on the door and you call out for anyone. You press your head up against the door and listen with your big foxy ears. And for a moment you think you might hear something, but it's faint, almost ghostly. Not sure if it's actually there. Everything has been so silent in this place. Could have just been a trick of your mind.
He's gonna start
It's not
banging
like-
on the door, like up to and including trying to like knock it open.
Okay. You pound on the door, and it rattles in its frame against your blows, moving just a little bit against you as you hit it. This door seems more here than other things you've encountered. Sophie reacted far less when you pushed her in her rocking chair. And the chair didn't even move when you touched it, when you touched her. But this door is rattling in its frame as you are smacking on it.
I've got to get it open. It's the only thing here. It's the only source of anything here. So yeah, I'll
How would
just
you do so?
start shouldering it.
No, don't shoulder it. Just fuck up your shoulder. Heal it.
Yeah, sure. That.
All right, well, give me some strength checks.
Oh
Why
boy.
not? Oh boy. How noodly are your arms?
Crid noodly.
Pretty noodly.
Break all of my bones on the door.
Well, oof.
You're healing it, so you're pretty much just stunning yourself. Your leg. So don't worry. Rather that than dislocate your goddamn shoulder, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You pound on the door, trying to kick in its lock. And eventually, it doesn't budge at all. No. Eventually, you kick and shoulder, and suddenly the door just springs open, and you fall flat on your chest, almost like something pulled the door. So, as you were kicking it, your foot at the very, your kick on that last go, you're pretty sure you didn't actually touch the door. But the door swung open with a boom, and you fell through it, and then, with a boom, closes behind you.
You fucked now.
That would be a perfect place to end it, if you ask me.
All right, yeah, it would be actually. Yeah, that would be a delightful little cliffhanger.
I know,
Yeah.
it's not like you're talking to the entombed spirit of Cass that's stuck down there in this frozen hellhole. And the one that's guiding you is the fucking spirit of Harvest that was inhabiting his fucking brain all this time.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see next time.
Yeah,
On
Kinathis is going like,
Artifacts&D.
fuck.
No goose this time, guys. Maybe next time
Damn well
we'll
better
go
be.
hunting some goose monster.
And no game next week, right?
Correct. I will actually have to be making, like, I don't know, stuff for that one, I guess.
You got to spend
Maybe.
your time making stat blocks for giant geese.
Oh, God.
No, there is no need for it because they're already stat plus for giant.
Well, yeah, but I
beasts.
clearly can't use that one. I have to make it different.
Right.
You guys could kill that thing in 1 second.
You have to copy. You can copy my homework, but make sure you alter it a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, good stuff, guys.